Hey everyone, I'm the Real Abab. You're watching the A20 Guardian 100 game analysis. This is run number 47. Let's get started. Alright, we got an emerald today. Our options are choose a colorless card, 7 max HP, obtain a curse for a rare colorless card, or boss swap. What's our act layout look like? Lots of elites on the left. And 2 elite, 2 campfire on the right. We can also choose to take this campfire instead of the burning elite on floor 6, which is probably a good idea should we decide to go this way. Two elites, 2 campfires, 3 elites is pretty good. And we can bail out at multiple points, meaning that we can take 2 campfires, 2 elites, or even two campfires, 1 elite up here, or just 2 campfires if we're really if we're not doing very good at all. Our act boss is slime boss. Overall, I don't think this is a boss swap. However, these options don't seem very great. I am heavily against taking the curse for the chance at a good rare colorless card. The risk is just too high. Choosing a normal colorless card is also a bit risky, but we don't have to take a curse for it. And our only other option is max HP here. I think there is an argument for boss swap simply because these options are not very good. However, I'm still... I don't really want to give up my starter relic advantage in Act 1. That's very much helping me stay alive in the early game. And I haven't been feeling too weak in the late game without a third boss relic. So I think I'm going to stick with one of these. And since this is max HP, one of the weakest starting options, I'm feeling like taking the colorless card, and then I'm feeling like taking the colorless card option. If we get something weird, we're not going to try to make it work. We can always skip. If we're forced to skip, I don't think that losing out on 7 max HP is that big of a deal. Then again, there is something to be said about taking an unnecessary risk in the early game. Taking the safety of 7 max HP could mean that means that no matter what happens, I have a starting bonus for the rest of the game. Meanwhile, this means that there is a chance that I just get nothing. I think with my current knowledge, the smartest option would be to do this. However, part of this series is also learning, and I don't take the colorless card very option on any character. So I'm going to see what I get here, and it'll lead to an interesting run regardless. Regardless if we actually get a card we take. Oh, these are all good. Wow. Dark Shackles, Swift Strike, Trip. Man. If you thought Event Steam was good vulnerable, Trip is also really darn good. So, main thing to notice here is that these two provide something very different from Dark Shackles. Swift Strike and Trip are both offense, and Dark Shackles is defense. So the question is, what do you want to take in the early game? It makes sense to take offensive cards like these, in which case we'd have to make a decision anyway. But Dark Shackles is one of the best defensive cards you can get. It's a little bit less useful than Piercing Wail, since that hits all enemies. But Dark Shackles blocks for 9, at the very least for 0 energy. which is very good, and in multi-attacks completely shuts them down. So I am looking at that to play a little bit more defensively in the early game, and have value for the rest of the game. However, I don't think it's going to be very good against elites. Sentries are obvious as to why. Knob, it saves you 6 HP on the non-vulnerable turns, and 9 HP on the vulnerable turns, but every turn after that, you take 4 or 5 more damage. So it doesn't do very much. Damage does a lot more against Gremlin Knob, and we already don't struggle against Lagavulin as Guardian. So I'm looking at either Swift Strike or Trip. This is a raw damage card, which means that if we don't end up taking damage cards as much and we lean more into stasis in the early game, it's more consistent because Trip in and of itself does not do damage. It relies on other cards. However, this card's main advantage is the upgrade. Vulnerable to all enemies. Basically a super Garnet, if you ignore the fact that Garnet is a gem. So what do you do? Do we take this for the potential upgrade value, or do we take the Swift Strike for free damage? This is a slime boss act, yeah? Okay. So that's another consideration. By the time we get to the end of the act, Trip will be harder to use against slime boss. Even though it has the all enemies tag, you do still need to have attacks in hand whenever they're vulnerable. And with the number of slimes that you get in that fight, that gets much harder to combo. Stasis can help sometimes. With timing. But I don't know. I think both of these could be very good. We could also think about Vent Steam existing, that being a common card. It being a single common card means that it's not guaranteed in Act 1, but if we do find it, then this gets a bit worse, because then that's another card that we wouldn't be taking. My instinct is telling me Trip is better, but my reasoning is telling me Swift Strike is better. I don't think we're taking Dark Shackles, for the reasons stated before. So which one? Let's take a look. I guess while we're thinking about that, we can take a look at our pathing. This is a 3-fight path with a shop on floor 2. That's not bad, but I don't think it's consistent enough. I guess the shop having attacks in the first slots can be good. Worst case scenario is that they're both rares and neither of them are discounted. Then you can't afford either. Total of 2 question marks on this path. Why does this 2 question marks in one shop? I guess that's why it feels like not very many fights. I guess if we go this path, taking the shop means that we can find attacks more consistently, meaning that Trip is better if we go that way. Also, this is a very consistent route. We don't have to worry about difficult fights until we get here. Till after the campfire. We'd have damage card from here before we get here. Maybe even 2. And potions. It's a very consistent start. If we go on this side, we have the option to take a bunch of hallway fights beforehand. And then we go into this. We do also have to think about, when we take either of these, we're making our deck less defensive. which means that we're more likely to take chip damage. So this being the safer route, taking less damage before our first elite seems good. I guess, though, another consideration is that this isn't good against sentries either. Spending a lot of time just making this decision, but I have made, in the past, even before this series, I've made decisions that I thought were really good and then gotten very punished for them, so I try to make sure that I make the right decisions here. I guess another consideration is late game trip is better than Swift Strike in the late game. I think I'm going to stick with the trip. My instinct is telling me that, and I think that's why. And I think the late game reason is why I stick with this. Like, this will be good in the early game. I think on Ironclad, this would be a good choice. I'm not going to think about that right now versus these two. But just the free damage plus all the vulnerable already in his kit plus strength makes this very good. Guardian has significantly less of all of that. So I'm going to stick with this, and I think it'll still be relevant in the late game. We can still take a Fence Steam later, just because this doesn't upgrade to 3 vulnerable. So, when it comes to our pathing, I want to take as much as I can. So, in theory, one of these paths is the best over this, in terms of how much power we get. Aside from that, it is the riskier path. We can bail out and take hallway fights instead and get cards and golden potions that way. But then we do end up less powerful than over here. The question is, can we take that much risk? Will we be equipped enough that we'll still become powerful after going this way? Or are the odds high enough that we can take these elites? And I think the answer is yes, we can go to the left. Even if we take a hit from something, Trip will help us end the fight faster. So let's go this way. Alright, starting off with Gear Up and Curl Up is nice. I guess I could use Emerald there for 2 more block. This is 18. Well, that 2 block would have been useful. Or would it? I guess not, since we killed that. Alright, Vulnerable already paying off, I think. That did 9 damage, whereas Swift Strike would have just been 7. We still would have gotten the kill. We had 1 energy left. There's Roll Attack, one of the best. One of the best early game attacks. And we do have Trip. You can always make an argument for planning, but I think with the Trip we take Roll Attack. I think even if we took Swift Strike, we'd take Roll Attack. Having cheap cards pairs very well with expensive cards. Okay. Thank you, Gear Up, Bronze Gear, whatever. Did a lot of damage. I think we get a kill here, yeah. Temporal Potion, pretty early for that. We don't need to accelerate. Shield Spikes for another Brace 8. However, it is another 2-cost card. Our Act Boss is not Guardian, so we don't have to worry too much about front-loaded block cards. I think I'm more inclined to take the recover since we have a roll attack. Also, the stasis will be particularly helpful, I think. So I am going to take this over the shield spikes. I'm going to keep taking fights for now. If we do well this fight, I think we'll take the 5. Well, I guess if we get a potion, I'll take the 5. Anyways, that last turn I just set up gear up to get us into defensive. However, it looks like roll attack recover will do it just fine. I want to redraw roll attack, so let's get a strike in there. If this fight lasts 2 more turns, we'll be able to use that strike. And it looks like it will. Cool. 19 gold is a high roll. There's Vent Steam. But we don't need it. Not yet. Looking at our attack balance, we have only taken 1 attack. We still have a loose emerald. We have a trip and recover. I think this recover is still justifiable just because of the stasis attached. It will continue to make us strong in the early game, or safe in the early game, I mean, from taking chip damage. Or I guess large hits because of the extra defend power. But also, stasis is a viable strategy in the early game. For even dealing damage. Because as long as you can keep putting cards into stasis, you're getting them back for free every turn. So I think we're going to take that. The one thing I do have to note is that taking 2 is probably enough for the rest of the game. I had a recent run where I took 3 of these in one game, and even by the late game it was too much. And I don't think it was because I had too much stasis elsewhere, it was just because I had defense in my deck. So I want to limit myself. Alright, this is the kind of fight you have to watch out for whenever taking a bunch of extra hallway fights. Oh man, we didn't even get a good hand. That's how it goes, though. We're going to try and kill that next turn, I think. Since we're entering defensive now. Yeah, that'll do it. I could recover here. Recover the trip seems like a good idea. I think that does more than 6 damage. It will come out next turn, we'll draw a bunch of attacks, hopefully. And then the turn after we get some vulnerable value, too. Alright, we got our gold back. Okay. We're at 50 HP, that's still good. Orb Walk, I think, is great. We're still not getting attacks, but Orb Walk will help. It will synergize with the trip. Strength is what we're looking for when it comes to vulnerable as well, so... Alright, last fight before, I guess, our choice. Even though I think we're just going to be going into the campfire. If we get something insane here, like maybe a Giga Beam and a good potion, we will be going after the super. Recover, huh? Yeah, I'm going to recover the Orb Walk. And then this turn, we're going to have 25 block for whatever attack this is, which is the large one. Yeah. Sometimes you can... There were particles behind, so I wasn't 100% sure. Wow, I drew all of my attacks this turn. Can't re-enter defensive. So we have to do defend, recover to block this turn. Can I kill? 27, 37, 49. Just to be absolutely sure with you, that's first. Yes. Awesome. We basically one-shot there. Ooh. Interesting. Amethyst Sapphire Time Capacitor. I think it's early for Time Capacitor. I feel like you can definitely go a run without needing an extra stasis slot just from Accelerate and such. And also you need enough stasis in order for that to be useful. Amethyst and Sapphire, however, are very, very good. Oh, also we did not get a potion. Or Giga Beam. So it looks like we will be going to the campfire. And that means we can socket pretty much immediately. Usually I wouldn't put much thought into Sapphire, but we have a roll attack here. Making that brace 12 is usually very, very good. I think taking the Amethyst is better, though. We still have other hits we can put in. We still have other hits for roll attack in terms of gems, and it's common, so we can even just find another Sapphire later. Amethyst is just very, very strong. It strips Artifact, which is useful for sentries, as well as being a very useful tool for multi-attack mitigation and multi-enemy attack mitigation. Especially in Twin Slam, where the effect can be multiplied so that the worst it does is block for 4 instead of 2. So I'm going to stick with the Amethyst. I think it's my favorite gem. We are going to socket that first, and then we're going to upgrade Twin Slam so we can socket the Emerald later, or whatever other gem we find. I'm not going to socket it in the roll attack, despite it being in our deck right now. That strategy might change over time. Maybe I'll prioritize getting rid of gems later in this series, if I learn that that's a better strategy. Right now, I'm very much about optimizing gem use and putting them into cards that match as best as possible, but that may not actually be wise. Okay, so I'd like to do damage this turn. However, I have the problem that I'm being attacked for 6. And I would like to not take damage if possible. So I think what I do is Twin Slam, recover, so we reduce this to 4 and then block for 5, and then play Curl Up in preparation for playing Gear Up next turn. So long as it doesn't hit the Gear Up, that would actually be a problem. Maybe that's too risky. If we know this guy's going to attack next turn, I might as well just go into defensive here, now that I think about it. In fact, let's do this. Do I go for this guy first? I have Vulnerable coming up, but only a few attacks. Well, I'm going to run out of defensive mode, so yeah, let's just go for this. Also, I played the attack first in the hook to Twin Slam. This is fine, though. The safety will be nice for us. Oh, it's already buffing. Okay. I would need to draw both strikes next turn for this to work. Honestly, either way. Maybe I should have thought about that. I could have killed this in time, but the vulnerable was also kind of just a problem anyway. I actually don't know this is going to attack next turn. I guess it was better to target this first then. We have to draw both strikes in this hand. I think that's roughly a 50-50 if I'm not mistaken. A little bit less than a 50-50. But it would be the same either way. If we don't, then we get other defensive cards at least. Alright, I'm going to go for this now. I'm going to switch targets. Okay, it's not attacking, which is good. Or block strike is not quite enough. We're going to redraw soon, so let's get the slimed out of the draw pile. I think 2 turns is too late. So let's make our draw just as good as possible. I don't think I want to recover anything else. Maybe the roll attack, actually. Or maybe if we draw it with Trip, we can kill this in one hit. So yeah, let's just play the defend. Alright, give me a good draw here. Not quite what I had in mind, but okay. Take 1 damage, that's fine. Okay, it is debuffing again, which is good. Okay, that wasn't so bad. We took 1 damage this fight. It was maybe preventable, but that's fine. Rather take that than 15. Ooh, strike for strike, shield charger, crystal ray. We are in need of an attack, and strike for strike is a very prime one. We have 3 gem slots and 2 gems already. Crystal ray is still very underwhelming. We're gonna go with strike for strike. We're gonna take our first elite. We've only gotten 1 potion in 6 fights. Yeah, 6 hallway. Right? Yeah, this was another hallway. 1 potion in 6 fights, wow. So... that's 80% potion chance we're at right now? That's insane. Okay. So, orb walk, right? 2 strength for 2 energy. We can play roll attack instead. We would need 8 attacks for this to pay off versus roll attack. Maybe less if we have vulnerable at any point, which we will. Eventually, at least. However, I think it's fine to just do roll attack recover and then prepare for defensive mode. I can even use Temporal Potion to get back roll attack immediately and play it again. Out of stasis. We can also use the other recover in our draw pile to put Orb Walk into stasis. And if we're lucky enough, we can do it next turn and then get both of those. We can get 2 strength from this and play roll attack again for 18. I think this is the safer option. Orb Walk would do it given enough time, but that takes at least 3 turns. 2 if we're lucky with Trip, so give me the 11 please. Okay. Another option I can do, instead of playing a skill to enter defensive, I can play strike for strike and use the Temporal Potion to gain the other 6 brace. And I think it's a really good idea. Next turn's going to be interesting. How much damage is this? 16, 13 is 29. It's down to 40. This is not enough. We do have 2 turns for this. Okay. I don't want to play any of these. I want to keep him at 0 strength if possible. Okay. This is 9 damage. So we would need another attack regardless if we play the strike or not. So I'm just gonna... Actually, what are the odds that we whiff next turn? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks out of 14 cards, and we draw 2. Times 11 out of... Wait, no. We have 6 attacks, so 14 cards minus 6. 8 out of 14 times 7 out of 13. 30% chance to whiff. That's really high. That's really high. And I don't want to take more damage next turn. But how much are we blocking this turn by even doing this? It's at 18 right now, which means he's attacking for 12. Gaining 3 strength would put him at 15, puts it to 22. We'd save 1 HP by playing this turn. I can give up 1 HP. Absolutely can give up 1 HP. Please give me another attack. Damn it. Okay. This is why we didn't defend last turn. I could triple defend. That would save me 2 HP, I think. But I also run the risk of these 6 cards. Actually, even worse. Because orb block in 1 attack wouldn't be enough. Alright, I'm just going to take my hits. We save 1 HP by playing this, and then next turn, I think we're guaranteed a kill. Except in very rare scenarios. Wow, we drew so many attacks. Okay, well that didn't go so well. Very unfortunate draws. Thankfully, our next fight is much more likely to go smoothly. Captain's Wheel is very nice. Another strike for strike seems very good. There's also Walker Claw for good strength scaling. However, you might notice that strike per strike is only doing 2 less damage for 1 less energy. We take damage from it, but let's see. This is 15 versus 13. It's already doing more, and it scales better with strength, but let's say we double this just to get the energy cost. This would be 26. This is 15. So in order for this to beat out this completely, this would take 6 strength. 6 strength would be 33. This would be 32. Unless you count strength, it's counting twice for that, but I counted it once. I don't really like the idea of taking a Walker Claw with Roll Attack in the deck and Twin Slam. It does scale, it does upgrade to scale even more though. The problem is, like, you have to get Orb Walk into play. So, we don't have enough strength for this to be worth it yet. Let's go another strike for strike. Also, I'm going to keep going up this way. We can choose to go this way instead if we think we can't take the elite. I think since we got our worst fight out of the way, we might stand a better chance against Sentries or Laga. I am nervous about Sentries, so I'm still going to have to think a bit. Ooh, big chest? Oh, Toxic Egg is huge for us, so long as we survive. We have 19 cards? That's not good for Sentries. You need a multiple of 5, or 1 or 2 more. 4, multiple of 5 plus 4 means that we shuffle 4 cards. We shuffle the deck without 4 of our good cards. Also, you take a lot of chip damage from Sentries. Turn 2 is also a problem. I think we're going to fail. Although this is also somewhat threatening as well. Unfortunately, this doesn't help us until turn 3, and turn 1 and 2 are a lot more threatening. Does this deck die to Sentries? Probably. Well, we have 2 recovers, so we can keep juggling our defense pretty well. We just can't kill a Sentry very fast. So if we whiffed turn 2, we'd be dead. Yeah. I have to go this way. You can't risk the Sentries. I was really hoping for a strike for strike here, since those do enough damage to kill and they won't attack back. Might be a good Liquid Bronze fight, though. Once we're weakened, strike for strike will only do 9 damage, but with liquid bronze that would kill either of these two. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I can trip as well. We're not going to get defend back for 2 turns, and that's when Captain Wheel's triggering, so let's go with Trip. Okay, we got Roll Attack. Interesting. We can't enter defensive and use the AoE, unfortunately. We have to just go with what we've got. But we can enter defensive, just in general, with Roll Attack, Curl Up. Problem is, we're still taking a lot of damage, because we drew no block cards. All 3 of them turn 1. We can't even kill 2 of them this turn. This does enough for 1, but not the rest. Man, this sucks. What about next turn? What do we have next turn? Pretty much enough to kill anything. Yeah, I'm still gonna do this. Well, 10 damage. We still have thorns, so we can just take these hits. We can prioritize these guys. We have more attacks in the drop pile, so... Roof Sharpness, okay. Spiker Protocol, Stasis Strike, Temporal Shield. Stasis Strike is the other alternative way to gain orb slots. And it does respectable damage. Although I don't think we need it anymore. Well, we only have 3 attacks. Maybe we do. Gives us a future to build into. There's also Temporal Shield Plus, which blocks for 11. That's pretty significant. Especially going into Act 2. Also, just in case this is somehow a fight, this makes us safer, so I have to take it. Please don't be a fight. Thank you. I'm not about to lose 7 HP. I don't have that kind of HP. What has enough damage? Strike for strike, that's right. Okay. First things first, we're going to get this emerald into Twin Slam. And then I'm going to rest. Can't take the risk of not having the HP for these fights. So now what? Now that I have Brew of Sharpness, I think that makes us more equipped to take this. That can help us kill a sentry very fast. It would mean that we still have to take the hit, but worst case scenario, we take 10 on turn 1. We use Gear Up to enter defensive on that turn, and turn 2's covered. Maybe I should have taken the elite fight then. But after that, it gets harder still. I do think 26 HP is enough to try, though. It's just a question of, can we take the hallway fight right after? Or should we just take the hallway fight in the question mark? Oh man, let's take a look again here. We still only have 19 cards because I socketed. We still have Recovers to help. We have Twin Slam. Twin Slam and any block card will mostly full block a 10 damage hit. I'm thinking with the Temporal Shield, we're a lot safer. And this will help, and if we kill a sentry fast with Brute Sharpness, we're doing a lot better as well. I'm gonna try it. I feel like this is not the kind of run that we can retry if I die early, like I have in previous episodes, because I don't think I made mistakes here. It was just bad luck in this fight, and then we just took a bunch of damage. That's sometimes just how Spire goes. The nice thing is here is that we have got a good turn on hand, and we're facing Lagavulin, so I'm not worried. So what do we do here? We have Captain's Wheel coming up in turn 3, so we want to wake up Lagavulin in turn 2. We're not guaranteed to draw a lot of damage turn 2. These are our big damage cards. We also can't recover strike for strike without waking up Lagavulin. We want to enter defensive for Lagavulin in the first place. So we're gonna trip, recover, recover. And I guess we could play Gear Up too. Yeah, we don't have to worry too much about our defensive mode here, I don't think. Well, actually we do. If we use Roll Attack for damage, we do. Because I don't want to enter on the turn that Lagavulin is just waking up. I'll check that out. However, we do get to wake them up now. Also, we would need Curl Up to enter defensive. I want to enter defensive next turn for the remaining 2 block, and then we'll have 10 block for the turn after, plus whatever we get this turn. So this is Roll Attack Twin Slam, I think. Yeah, this is 10, 10, 9, 29. This is 24 and 10, 34. Yeah. And I just discussed how I needed the brace anyway, so good thing it worked out like that. Alright, we enter defensive. We have 1 attack this turn, that's great. We also did not get Orb Walk, so we can't even play that for 2 energy. Alright, well, the turn after this one is going to be their off turn, so it makes sense to bring back a big damage card, like Strike for Strike. Makes sense not to bring back Twin Slam, because we want that for an attacking turn as well. Vulnerable's going to wear off soon, but we'll redraw the trip before that becomes a problem, I think. Alright, looks like we're playing Orb Walk. We can't manipulate Curl Up to hit it. We can only increase the odds, so we're just going to play it. Going to gain the strength immediately. Looks like we're doing Twin Slam, recover. What can we recover for next turn? Anyway, just trip. This is how much damage? 22? We're going to lose 2 strength. So it's at 14. We're going to be down to 0 again. 0 strength. Any 2 attacks kills and we're guaranteed them? Awesome. So it doesn't even matter. We'll just bring back the trip. Yep. Okay, 0 damage fight. Letter opener, that's pretty nice. There's a Vent Steam Plus now. Sheesh. I still think it's a no. Yeah, right now it's still a no, but now we know we can pick that up later, once our deck gets larger. All of our defense on turn 1. Thankfully, defensive mode exists. Also, we have Captain's Wheel turn 3. Also, I do think I want this to hit recover, so let's make it highest odds possible. Yeah, there we go. Letter opener. Um, 5, 5, 9, 19. That's not enough to split. Takes it down to 45. Split is 34 here, so we can do 10 damage without splitting. That's 12. Yeah, we don't want to split that low, especially not with this hand coming up. Could I recover here? I guess the other strike for strike? But we wouldn't have enough block. Let's do Twin Slam, I guess. No, hang on. We wouldn't even be able to get this out in time. We'll do strike for strike. And then we'll play the orb walk for strength. Do 6 damage here. Curl up. Okay. Looks like this is going to be a 0 damage fight as well, which is nice. Very nice. Also, if we kill this, it doesn't do damage back to us. Cool. A third strike for strike. I think it's starting to get a little crazy, but I'm not completely opposed to it. The high base damage means that we can maybe kill Act 2 enemies very fast, so I don't mind taking only 3 damage in exchange. Also, Slime Boss? Yeah, we'll take a third strike for strike. Just go crazy with it. Guardian also doesn't have to worry about Slime Boss that much, which is really nice. Alright, so our choice now. What do we do? Just upgrade a strike for strike. Can upgrade our recovers to block for better. That kind of makes sense. They're block cards with raw power attached because of the stasis. So if we use our recovers to stall, we can put strike for strikes into stasis and then create a large combo turn. Meanwhile, upgrading a strike for strike only gives us marginally more damage in the short term. I think we do have to combo things to kill them. We could do curl up just to get orb walk into stasis guaranteed if we draw them together. Otherwise, it's hard to get it into stasis in the first place that way. Also, having that be controlled is somewhat useful in the first place. It's an interesting deck. We took a bunch of front load block and front loaded damage, and then we got a little bit of scaling with trip and orb walk. This is a lot of common cards. We didn't get a single rare this act. And how many fights did we take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 fights this act and 0 rare cards. At least I think there were 0. I don't think we skipped a rare, even though sometimes I do. I didn't have to use the Brew Sharpness either. Well, if we use that in an early Act 2 fight, we would have to take damage anyway. So let's go for the recover. Oh yeah, Captain's Wheel against Slime Boss turn 3. That's real nice. So a couple options here. I can play Twin Slam twice with Strike for Strike and just take your 3 damage. I could do Twin Slam, recover the Twin Slam, and do Strike for Strike. This attacks for 38. With Twin Slam, if we play that twice, it goes down to 34. We have Captain's Wheel, so we only need 16 more. And we get to play 1 block card. Plus, I guess whatever recover hits, maybe. It's not going to come out in time. We get into defensive mode by then. That's probably more likely. We still need the remaining blocks, so that would still work. That would be 10 block. 2 dexterity plus a 5 block card would be 9. Sorry, 4 dexterity plus a 5 block card would be 9. So that covers our 16 remaining. So yeah, let's just go with this. Let's not take damage if we don't have to. We can stall this fight in the first phase. We can just enter defensive now if we want. And I think I do want. Actually, roll attack recovers pretty darn good. Yeah, we can always enter next turn with gear up. Like we said, we only need 10 block anyway. We don't need all 20 from that. So let's actually bring back roll attack, since we have 2 more turns in our draw pile, 10 cards. This will come out on the turn that we shuffle, so we're not losing it on the shuffle. Alright, there's our 38. We play gear up to enter defensive, or what? That next turn sucks. How much damage do we do? We do 19, 29, 39, 48. Takes it below 75, but only just barely, so I think we do still want to stall. Let's enter defensive. We need 10 more block. Where did I think we were getting extra block from? Right, playing Twin Slam. Duh. Okay. The reduction of its intent. Right, that's also a thing. Okay. I don't mind stalling for this turn. This takes it down to 77, which is great for right before a split. We do get 5 more slimes, but I think it's worth it. I think we actually get less slimes from being in first phase than in the other phases, because those large slimes put 3 slimes into your deck whenever they do their slime attack, and then the smaller slimes still do it too. Do we want to do this now? I think yes. Because, yeah, our future turns don't look so great. We also have roll attack out this turn. I don't think we have a choice. Let's bring it back. Alright, 42. That's pretty good. We can now split with the Brew of Sharpness if we need to. $26 is enough to split this. I think not being weak is a pretty good idea. Also, not taking damage is a pretty good idea. Although this does make us take 1. I think that's fine. What does that take this down to? 16? It's not amazing, but... we also don't have a lot of defense coming up, so I don't mind this guy frailing us, I don't think. The other option is we could attack this guy and split him. We take 1 from Strike for Strikes, take 12 from this, and that puts us into defensive exactly. That's the extent of the damage we take this fight. Probably, maybe. We might actually have problems with these slimes. Go with this play. Staying not weak means that we can kill stuff faster. There's the 18 attack. Oh man, that's a lot. 38? Wait. Okay, maybe that was why we went for the left one instead. Or we used a Proof Sharpness play. Oh, there's our misplay. Oh wait, no, we enter defensive. We enter defensive here. We're fine. Just barely. We take 12 exactly, and then we take 10. So 22. Alright. Maybe we're not fine, though. Because after that, what do we do? We're going to draw these. I think we have to use Proof Sharpness. Maybe. Or maybe we have to kill these first. We have this next turn, and we're entering defensive with it, so that does enough damage to everything. Just go with that. Sheesh. Alright, well, we didn't need to use Groove Sharpness. We have this coming up. And we didn't even need it. Oh, God. Alright. Interesting. Body Crash, Time Sifter, Gem Finder. We have 3 things that have sockets plus roll attack already. So Gem Finder wouldn't be useless. Would we be able to even do anything with it? Maybe we build a defensive system with Sapphires. I don't think Strength would be very good. Maybe we could do Dex, but that's also kind of a problem because we want to play the block cards before we play Strike for Strike. Thorns also doesn't work with Strike for Strike the way you want it to. It would pretty much have to be Brace. And the funny thing is, they would each brace for 7 if you count the self-damage. So maybe that's not so bad. We can even put Brace into roll attack. That's really the only common gem that you want to put it in anyway. What about these other options? Time Sifter? We don't need Time Sifter. Body Crash. Body Crash. Well, it's another scaling damage option. We have a bit of scaling damage already, but we don't really have much of a plan after that. We could still wait and see if we find one in other cards. Gem Finder would just be handling our defensive systems. The problem is that it makes us weaker in the beginning of Act 2. I'm already nervous about Act 2 in the first place. At least Body Crash gives you 5 block when you play it. We still have the rest of the game to find other gems for these cards as well. It's just that we know Brace would be very effective. Like, let's see, we have 10 Brace from Curl Up. We're probably going to upgrade it at some point, so let's count it at 12. 12, 20, 24, 27. And let's count these just for the sake of counting them. 27 plus 9 is 36. Now let's put the gems into each of these. That's another 16, so that's 52 per shuffle. And then we also have Gear Up for 10. That's enough to enter defensive twice. Even without the Strike for Strikes, that takes it down to 53. And without the Strike for Strikes, I mean without the damage. So that's 53. That's twice per... Well, that's twice on the first shuffle. It's a pretty compelling argument. We have upgraded skills. How does that affect us? Makes Body Crash better, I guess, if we take, block cards. I like how none of these are skills, so we don't get the benefit of Toxic Egg on a rare card. After the first shuffle, it does tend to fall off. We can still enter defensive one more time with 40 Brace after that. I think our main concern against the Heart is damage. Thinking back to how we handle things defensively against the Heart, we take a bunch of damage for Brace and then enter defensive for several turns that way. And we spend most of our time doing damage in the first place. Body Crash would very easily fit into that because we're getting block passively from all the HP loss. It also synergizes with Captain's Wheel, which I Almost completely forgot it works like that. I think I'm leaning towards Body Crash here, just for the fact, between all those things combined, we have good things to support it, and we can find other gems for these. It makes us better in Act 2 versus Gem Finder. Yeah. The brace is very powerful, which is why I need multiple reasons to say no. But there you go. Interesting. Oh yeah, this got buffed. You only lose one stasis slot now. We could do that. I know we have double recover and curl up, but it hasn't felt like we've had, I don't think, any turns with 3 in stasis yet. Our other options are Idol of Retromation and Runic Dome. Idol would hit, let's see, Body Crash, roll. Oh wait, this is type, not cost. Roll attack or block Body Crash. We don't always care about Body Crash, we care about comboing that. We don't always care about Orb Block because we want to, you know, put it into stasis more. I guess gaining 2 strength for 1 energy is fine, but we're not Ironclad. We don't have the kind of offensive capability that he does most of the time. Like, even these strike for strikes are not as good as Hemokinesis. We want to play defensively in the first place. Roll attack, we'd be forced to play it. It's not bad, but not amazing. I think we'd rather just have a 4th energy in general. So that leaves either Wanderbots or Runic Dome. With Stasis, we want control. And we can't really use our control if we don't know what the enemy is doing at any given time. I think Wanderbots is absolutely acceptable here. We're not using too much Stasis yet. We even have a Temporal Shield to accelerate a little bit, so going Wanderbots. Okay. That was a close call. Way too close for me. See what we can do in Act 2. There's our greedy route. There's also a greedy route with Burning Elite, but Act 2 Burning Elite is really scary. Right-hand path sucks. And there's an early shop over here. That looks great. We could even do this if we want to just bail out to the left like this. I think it's still fine to go for at least 1 elite. We have damage potions. So even though they take time, like this takes 3 turns, this takes 2 turns technically, if you count the turn they do damage. I count it as 2 because you want to kill things before they do damage. So this is essentially like doing the damage on your turn the next turn. We'd be going like this. You take 1 hard pull fight, 2 easy pulls. Get more question marks. It's a pretty balanced route. I don't think we have to bail out over here. I think we're fine to use these. I know we're probably not going to use them against elites. We're probably going to use this against... We're probably going to use both against hallway fights, but I still think that's fine. We can buy potions here if we need to. Alright, so let's take the greedy route. Interesting. I'm thinking Body Crash, Recover, Temporal Shield. In that order. So even though this does the least amount of damage it could, we get it back into stasis, and then get it back out in 2 turns as well. Which is when a big attack comes anyway. I think. Yeah. Does it? Actually, I think this counts as a debuff turn, which means the next turn is either a single or double attack. I don't remember. It might actually be the debuff turn right after this. Confusing. Let me look it up real quick. Just go to Wiki. Alright. Slay of the Spire. Chosen. Pattern always starts with Poke, followed by Hex unless you're in Ascension 17 or higher, in which case it always starts with Hex. Then alternates every turn between 50%... Okay, so yeah, it is the debuff turn next. So it always alternates between a debuff and an offensive turn. The debuff is either you gain weak and they gain strength, or you become vulnerable. And then their big attack turn is either a single attack or the 2x attack. So knowing what I knew about lower ascension, they always do their 2x attack first. I wondered if they alternated and this counts as the debuff turn, but apparently this just is its own thing. It's Hex, and then the next turn is a debuff. So, yeah, this would come out on the turn that they do a bunch of damage. If we want to do just raw damage, we do Temporal Shield, recover the Temporal Shield, and then Body Crash. That may actually be smarter, because this gets us more block on the turn that we need it, versus Body Crash giving us 5 and doing damage. Considering our upcoming draw pile is so offensive, does that actually make us more inclined to do block or damage? I think it's block, because we are still going to need multiple turns to kill. I don't think we kill him fast enough with damage, so let's do it this way. 24 damage is pretty good. Okay, and then... Oh, right, Captain's Wheel for turn 3. I forgot about that. I don't want to add too many daisies to the draw pile. I don't think I need to play Curl Up, so I'm not going to. Especially not since we're safe for next turn. We are weakened, however. 3 turns of weakened is so punishing. Okay, this is a full... This is full damage right now, but we can fix that with Twin Slam, I suppose. Which means we can play strike for strike twice if we play Temporal Shield. Actually, we can just do this, can't we? Look at that damage. We don't even need to play Temporal Shield here. If it had been the big attack, we might have had to. I don't know how much they do. I think it's 20? Maybe it is just 18, though. Oh, well, they had strength, so it would actually be, like, 24... I don't know. We're pretty safe next turn. I'm going to just let this go. It is the vulnerable attack, but we also have a vulnerable attack. Very nice. Got another Molotov. Synergy? Not really. Piercing Hide. Charge Up. Ooh, Charge Up. Charge Up actually very good here. We like our strength. We like our block. This being the Jack of all trades, I don't want to really want to take it. It has a gem slot, but yeah. I am starting to worry about our damage card balance. 10 is still a very healthy number, though. Yeah, I'm going to take this. I don't think we take a second Molotov. This is faster, even though this is 5 more damage. Remove a card? Absolutely. We have 500 gold. We can afford to spend 75 removing. And I think we do remove a strike. I did just mention our attack density, but strikes are not very good. And block is damage, both for letter opener and body crash. So goodbye strike. Oh, we can enter defensive this turn. Awesome. Hmm. 6, 12... Oh. So this full blocks. This takes them down to 7 apiece, and then we block for 7 apiece. The problem is we're not blocking next turn. Oh wait, these are 9 apiece. Excuse me. I was thinking like these gems would block for 6. They block for 8. this applies to block twice, and this applies to block twice, so that's 8. And then we play it twice for 16. So 16 plus 10 is 26. If we do Gear Up, Curl Up, Twin Slam, Defend, how much is that? That's 6. 5 is 11. Remember, this applies twice, and we're only playing it once because we have 4 energy. So we block for 21 this turn. We block for 21 this turn, and then we have 10 block next turn. I think that's a pretty compelling argument to just take the 1 damage. So let's do it. Do I use a potion here? We still have damage coming up. And we have plenty of block. We don't need to use a potion. I really hope we attack turn 3 because I have Captain's Wheel. Letter opener doing anything too. Yeah, we take 1 damage. We gained 10 block this turn, and that was worth it. Welp. Where's our defense? Where's our offense, honestly? We drew 3 strikes despite removing a strike. I guess we're playing 3 strikes for cover. That sucks. At least we have strike for strike next turn, so... Twin Slam is the most damage. Alright, please attack me. Thank you. I'm very grateful. This looks like a lot of damage. I think we just win here. Yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6. I think Temporal Shield is still more damage. We need 28 block to kill this. Temporal Shield Body Crash would be enough. I'm thinking with Trip here. But Temporal Shield is 11 and this is 5, so that's 34. So we could just kill that with raw damage. With Twin Slam. Let's do that. Deals 36. Very cool. Didn't take that much damage either. I think we skipped these. Not a fan of the Piercing Hide, like I said before. We don't need another roll attack, and Spiker Protocol is just bad. Okay. Looks like we're doing Letter Opener. I am just going to use this now. $18. Please don't hit Body Crash. Oh. Okay. I was hoping to block with that, but alright. Whatever, we'll have plenty of block for this turn. But we can't accelerate that. That's right. Okay. We'll gain some block for next turn, I suppose. Do I just... I could double recover? Actually, double recover will work. Oh wait, no it doesn't. I only have 1 stasis slot. Can't forget that. I do want to recover a large block card, though. We don't have any. I guess I could recover Trip instead. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay. They have 8 strength, too. This is like... Twin Slam. Hello? Can I kill here? Any chance I can kill here? 22, 27, 59, 49. 61. Sheesh, so much damage out of nowhere. Game is really trying to kill me here. I don't feel like this deck should be taking this much. Can I take 11 somehow? Yeah, I can do roll attack, charge up. Take 14, and then we take 7 here. That's only 21. Instead of 26. Great. This game. Was the right play to use the Brew of Sharpness after all? I don't know. $27. At least for it over 20 HP. Skip these. I'm still taking the shop and still taking the elite. Oh my gosh, Apotheosis Plus. Holy shit, that's so good here. Upgrading all of our block cards works so well with Body Crash. Pellets? Do we have any kind of debuffs? Dexterity? Oh boy. We only have 1 power right now, but it's still good for later game value. I think Apotheosis, Pellets, card remove is good. Oh, there's a stasis field too. Apotheosis plus Pellets is 352. Plus card remove is 427. So just barely enough for those 3. Stasis field also exists, but I think we're doing other things with stasis right now. Like, it's good block. Is it good enough? We want to put other cards into stasis, but like, I don't know if it compares to stasis field. You gain 16 block every other turn. I don't think you can compare that to anything else in our deck. It does cost a lot. We'd have to buy that over the Pellets, I think. Maybe that's still worth it. I think Apotheosis has to go in, though. It's so much value right now. Even though we have to wait to draw it. Pellets is definitely good later. We can also clear our debuffs against Slavers. It's a block potion here. I think we're going to need this block potion over the Molotov, but I could be wrong. We might need this against Book of Stabbing. I'm thinking of, like, Slavers right now. This hits the front one? Yeah. Maybe that's still okay. Might also still need our strike in our deck for Gremlin Leader. Actually, Brew of Sharpness is important for Gremlin Leader too. I think it's just Molotov that we get rid of. If we even want to buy the potion. Do I take the stasis field? I'm gonna say no to the stasis field. So it's just between block potion, orange pellets, and card remove, which we don't have enough for all three. I'm not confident that we can survive the next fight without the block potion. So, goodbye Molotov. I think we take the pellets over the card remove, though. I think pellets will help so much in the long term. And we just bought something for short term. Alright, let's hopefully survive this. It is Gremlin Leader. And it's attacking turn 1? I guess that's fine. We can block for 15 out of our 21 incoming damage. We can also use Brute Sharpness immediately. It would be really bad if we just couldn't kill this next turn. Shield Gremlin especially makes it a wild card. I think we do Brute Sharpness here. We're going to do Defend. Strike the Shield Gremlin? Yeah, because of counter. And it's Orb Walk? Never mind. Ow. Orb Walk goes in. Please attack me this turn. Damn it. Alright. We can't even enter defensive mode. Does this affect these? It does. Wow. Never knew that. That's cool. Now Orb Walk will give us another 2 strength this fight. When it comes out of stasis. Roll attack, huh? I'm gonna keep that for next turn. We'll use charge up. Strike. That's a lot of strikes. There's the damage. There's no way we just have a kill, right? 33, 37 is 70. Oh my gosh, we do have a kill. Wow. $18.33. Yep. Best part is we don't even take the damage from that. Wow. That was apotheosis at work, right there. Mango. That's very nice. Sapphire's back. We have a campfire coming up right now. And I don't think we need the shield spikes yet. Suspension's definitely a no-go right now. Is shield spikes necessary here? We have a block potion still. I don't know. Shield spikes is just expensive. And other upgraded cards block for 11, and this is 15. I'm gonna take the Sapphire. Now the question is, do we put it in our roll attack or one of our 3 strike for strikes? I'm usually a proponent of putting it in roll attack just so that the brace numbers line up well. But maybe there's an argument to spread it out so that it's more consistent. We would need a lot of brace for that to be true, though, actually. We have 2 recovers, a roll attack, and a curl up. And 10 of that doesn't count because we have gear up in the first place. So we have, what, 15 right now? So making it more consistent would actually mean that we have to wait longer on average to get that brace. Meanwhile, roll attack at least makes it like a 50-50 when we draw it. So I think that just sticks in roll attack. The only problem is that the other gems that can go into roll attack are also very good. Namely Citrine, I guess. But I guess we don't need to care about Citrine, that's a rare. If we get it, we get it. We'll put it in something else. I guess we wouldn't want to put it in strike for strike, would we? Because there's times that we just don't want to play it. The chance of us getting it is so low. And there could be a better rare at the boss if we find it there, so let's put it in roll attack. We have 27 HP. We should rest. This could be another hard pull fight, like Avocado Rat. We would not have a good time. We also have another guaranteed fight plus an elite, so we'll upgrade up there. Oh boy. Duplicated card. Interesting. Duplicate, probably Twin Slam. The other thing I'm thinking of is duplicating Apotheosis, of all things. Just to make it more consistent when we draw it. We obviously don't need to play both. We just needed to draw it earlier on average. That being said, Twin Slam provides very good defensive value all the time, which is what we would be wanting Apotheosis for most of the time anyway. At least in this act, we want to be safer. By the time we get to later game, we'll probably care more about the offense that Apotheosis provides as well, but we have time to figure that out. Like, if we got a Bottled Lightning, then the duped Apotheosis would not matter. If we got a secret technique, the rare colorless that lets us draw, that lets us fetch a skill from the draw pile, we wouldn't need it either. Juzu Bracelet. I don't care about Juzu Bracelet. Oh, how about that? Turn 1, Apotheosis. Very nice. Curl up, gear up, charge up. All the ups. That's what, 18 block? How much is this? 8, 16, 24. But we don't have defensive mode for next turn. And we only have 5 block cards. 6, 7, 8. That's still a lot. We can still guarantee we have enough for next turn, though, if we enter defensive and use the block potion. How much is that this turn? This is 18, 30. We have 6 plus 10 for next turn, 16 out of 21. Because it'll be the 7 times 3. We would just need one more block card. He said there was 8 here. 8 out of 17. No, 18. 8 out of 18 with 1 card. With a 5 card draw. We probably get 2 on average, which means we could get 3. Yeah, we don't need to do that. I'm gonna... But curl up means I can put something into stasis. Oh, but it's only a block card and we have Captain's Wheel for turn 3. Okay, let's do this. Right, I played Apotheosis. Okay, full block this turn. We can use this next turn if we need to as well. Okay. Body Crash full blocks. Yeah, because it gains dexterity. That is so weird. I already knew that gaining block before doing damage was a little bit strange. Like, I wouldn't call it jank. I think it's pretty cool, but the dexterity scaling is so strange to me. And very cool. Captain's Wheel. Oh yeah, gear up. I never mentioned this before, but since we have Apotheosis, at least I think I never did. Brace 15. Very cool, in my opinion. I think we just play this ore block. Yeah. And I don't have to take damage here, so... Oh, pellets. That's right. That's another thing that we have. Oh yeah, pellets with charge up as well. That's another thing I missed. Looks like we're blocking for 18 this turn. Between defensive mode and all that. Oh, roll attack recover does it by itself. So I don't have to play gear up. That's good. Recover trip? Yeah. Next turn we have another Twin Slam, so we don't have to worry too much about the, what, times 5, times 6 attack? Times 6 attack. It'll be 18 damage, which we can easily block with Temporal Shield and defend. Should we need to, of course. I don't want to use this for 6 block, we still have a potion slot left. I don't want to take more damage here. I think we're fine. Do we have the damage to kill? In fact, 28? Yeah, we do. But yeah, 3 times 6. Not very threatening at this point. Ceramic fish, interesting. Another amethyst. We don't have the space for future plans, so that's a no. Amethyst, however, can go very neatly into a strike for strike. We take 3 damage, but we block 2 in return per hit the enemy's doing. So I'm in favor. You don't want to be too picky with the gems anyway. I'm slowly learning that. I have no thorns, but I do have Twin Slam. I think Gear Up, Strike, Twin Slam here. But there's also Recover. Yeah, Recover bringing back Twin Slam is also really good. I guess we attack the bird first. We can't knock it down, unfortunately. So which means we just have to do damage to it slowly. Maybe I could have sacrificed the strike actually to play Gear Up. That might have been smarter. Okay. Interesting. Although, the bird is very slowly dying, so maybe it was correct to play the strike after all. I'm vulnerable, so this does more. Sheesh. Okay. 8 and 4. Okay, so we gotta do strike for strike twice. Got it. And the strike was absolutely not necessary, because it was only doing 3 damage at the time I played it. But how could I have known? Okay. Need to block for 18, huh? Well, we can do that with roll attack, gear up, and recover. Can we do better? Oh wait, roll attack, recover just enters by itself. Very nice. That is a horrible draw pile. Oh wait, this kills. I was like, I don't want to play that, I'm already full blocking. Yeah, about that. Ruby, no thanks. I do have the sword biotamed, yeah. So these are the only gem slots I have to worry about until we get a new gem card. And strength does not mix very well with strike for strike. In the strike for strike, I mean. Prismatic barrier? Prismatic barrier with double twin slam, dexterity, and pellets. Interesting, but I'm still gonna pass. I do not like this card. It takes so long for it to come online. We're not even guaranteed gems right now. Like, I'm learning to be less picky about them, but doesn't mean we're gonna find very many. Maybe I should be taking them more speculatively. But Act 1, you still gotta survive. Alright, this is going into strike for strike. Not like I can do anything else with it. We're about to fight another elite, and we just fought Gremlin Leader. No, we just fought Book of Stabbing, so it's either Gremlin Leader or Slavers. I want to upgrade a card, but we have Apotheosis. So what do we want to upgrade in light of that knowledge? Curl Up now? Curl Up makes a lot of sense. Giving me control early on in a fight. Can put Orb Walk into stasis. Gives me 2 extra brace. My other option, I think, is to recall here. I don't think I need any other upgrade because of Apotheosis. Curl Up's still a very good upgrade, though. We're going to recall at some point, so let's get stronger now. Let's have that power. Alright, we have the Slaver's Fight. This is a very good time for Twin Slam. It's going to get rid of 12 damage incoming, and it's going to give us Dexterity for Body Crash, which is the same block as Recover, so we can definitely afford to play it. I'm also thinking about using Block Potion here, so how much damage is that in total? Unfortunately, this does not benefit from Dexterity, which is not something you usually think about, but I feel like I have to say it here. So this is 7, 7, and then this is 9 because of the Dex. So 7 and 9 is 16, plus 7 is 23. 34 damage. $34 damage. I think this is a full block, actually. Let's see. This goes down to 7, 1, 8. So that's 16. Right? Hang on. I usually have this memorized. This is 34 damage, right? But let's see. 13 plus 7 plus 14 minus 4 minus 4 minus 4. 22. Okay, and then we have minus 12 from the Block Potion. And then minus 9. Okay, so we take 1 damage. That's interesting. Why is it 34 damage then? I thought the damage would match the block, but maybe not. Oh, it's because I understand now. Do I? Whatever. It doesn't matter. As usual, I'm going to go for the back guy first. Why did I do that first? Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do. We're going to get to kill this though, right? Right, game? Yes, thank you. Sheesh. We are going to have to take some damage for it, though, I guess. Unless we're just willing to become entangled next turn. Maybe that's fine. This is 8. So 13 damage. No, we got this. We got this, we can do this. Yeah. And now, I guess we bring back Twin Slam again. That's probably our best offense/defense card. Now we don't have to be entangled either, which means we can keep doing damage if we want. We have a full block this turn already. I want to do as much damage as possible here. So I'm going to enter defensive. Do that. I know we could have gained 3 strength for next turn, but I think this is still better. Five and 9 is enough. Six damage is slightly more than 5 from Letter Opener, so I'm going to do Strike instead of Double Defend. From here we should be fine. In theory. Okay, we take 3 damage. I don't know if that 3 damage would have been preventative from us killing that first. Hard to say. This is enough to kill, so let's do this. Okay. Not so bad. Crisis averted. Red Candle. I like Red Candle. I don't think I like it enough to take a laser turret, but I might take another charge up. We have pellets, so permanent strength becomes a lot more... I guess not a lot more, since we only have Orb Walk as a power. Do we still just take another card? I'm going to say yes. The more of them we have, the more consistent it is. The more consistent it is, the more we have the block. Enter defensive now? No way. No way. It's too early for that. Next turn is not going to be very much damage, I don't think. 18, that's not too bad. Not with Twin Slam charge up. I am going to be vulnerable for next turn though, so probably should enter defensive here. First time we've had this stasis. Too much stasis. Alright, can I cleanse the Hex this turn? With... Haha, we did draw it. I had a feeling. I can't get any other... What do you call it? Debuffs this turn. So I'm just gonna play these. Strike for strike or roll attack? I guess strike for strike, so that I can play charge up for next turn. And I guess I'll get my trip back. Yeah. Hmm. 8 block? Yeah, this will give me enough. Okay. Alright, any attack. Cool. Temporal Potion's back. Shield Charger? I'd take a Shield Charger here with Body Crash. Also, it gives us our scaling block before we get to Apotheosis. Okay. Upgrade time. Or we can just recall, like I said before. I guess Trip would be another okay idea. I think with Recovers, it's not so bad to leave it unupgraded. We're not always going to have the consistent damage output to hit things like Darklings or Jawworm on the turn we draw it or the turn after, so let's recall. Okay. After this fight, I'm going to take a break. But let's see, what do we do here? Looks like we don't have very much long-term potential in this hand. We could enter defensive mode for next turn with Roll Attack, Recover, Gear Up. Seems reasonable, but we don't know if she's buffing next turn or not. We don't have to worry about turn 3, is the main thing. I guess after that it doesn't matter, so we should just do something for next turn. I don't want to take 35 damage because they're all attacking at once. Alright, please attack me. Don't buff. Thank you. Yeah, there's 35. 35 on turn 2 is so punishing. This entire fight is so punishing, but I think we're going to be fine. Thankfully. I blocked for 52. Did I not need to enter defensive then? I guess not, but I had no idea I'd get this hand either, so... how about we do Trip here? 2 turns from now is the debuff turn. Which means we actually want to save Ore Block for then. Interesting. Should I put Recover into Stasis then? That actually is an interesting idea. But it only works if Ore Block comes in my hand next turn. Well, I could use Curl Up to put it back into Stasis? Interesting. I'm gonna just do the Trip. We're gonna try and kill these guys fast. Attacking again, that's good. We don't want the buffs, the buffs are bad. Also want to do as much damage as possible. This is going to block for 12 total. So incoming is 35 minus 12 is 23. Which means we only need to play one block card this turn. Charge up should be fine. We can also just kill these right now. We probably want to leave one so that she doesn't resummon. Maybe that's still smart though. This is 30. This is 15. This is 18. Well, we can't kill both anyway. This is only 33. I don't have to play charge up though. I don't think charge up helps us very much here. Oh wait, we still have 2 block to go. So never mind. Right, red candle exists. Okay, so here's the plan. We use curl up to put ore block into stasis. Then by the time it comes out, we might be able to accelerate with temporal shield once. We can use it to cleanse the debuffs when it comes out. Let's see, I have 3 energy. This is the most efficient way to kill this. Looks like... Actually, it looks like it's average with Twin Slam. This is 15, this is 30. How much does this do, actually? What if I do this first? That's 8, 10, 15? No, 15, it's 10, then plus 3, 19. After vulnerable. Oh, we can do body crash. Oh wait, this is defensive mode right now. Interesting. It's another 10 block, meaning another 15 damage. This is 26 then? Okay. Looks like that's the most efficient way. 31? But I added 15. I guess I was wrong. This is 21. This is 10. Okay. So this is slightly better. Alright. Attack me. Thank you. Collector's being awfully cooperative today. Full block? Alright, give me the accelerate game, please. No? Okay. Still fine. Still block almost all of it. Would have been able to block all of it with accelerate, but okay. We do also have temporary buffs this turn, which is great. We just have to remember to play the defend. That's our biggest priority. Actually, I have to just play this first. Alright, now we cleanse our debuffs. Look at all that. It's all gone. Very nice. Okay. Oh, resummoning. Interesting. Just in time for defensive mode? Question mark. We have more damage coming up. We can bring back Trip then. Perfect for next turn when we have multi-enemy stuff going on. Should have done this first. For more soul burn. Although I think she's just dead. She's not even attacking. Collector felt bad for me today. I guess that's what happened. Wow. Onyx, interesting. Not necessary. Not with pellets. Revenge Protocol, I think, is our pick. Extra Brace means more consistent defensive mode entry, as well as it being a power for orange pellets. I think this is the card we're looking for. It's a 1-cost power, making it cheap to proc pellets, and it works well with our deck. or at least has an excusable effect. And also these other two don't do very much. We have pellets already to do what both of these are trying to do. And this takes up a gem slot, and this costs 3 for some reason. Oh boy, okay. 5 energy? I don't think we need 5 energy. I could be wrong. Maybe we do need 5 energy. I haven't really felt too bad. I felt a little bad about how expensive Body Crash is. That's because it doesn't upgrade to 0 cost anymore. Or cost 1 default. Like, all of our cards are really good value now. Except for strikes, basically. I guess they're still okay, but... So that means that most of our hands are going to have 5 energy worth of stuff in them that we all want to play. That being said, I don't think it's completely necessary. There's also this effect that, like, the enemy intent matters. So if we're being attacked, we can just forego a little bit of damage for defense, and if we're not being attacked, we can forego defense for damage. This is a very similar argument to Act 1 boss swaps, actually. On Silent specifically, I don't think you want to boss swap most of the time because she has a lot of very cheap cards. So an extra energy ends up not doing very much. I guess unless you start picking up a bunch of acrobatics, then you start drawing a shitload. But yeah, your starter deck has so many strikes and defend, it's inconsistent, and you also have Neutralize, which is only 0 energy. And you also have Sender's Bane on top of that. You could pick up Endless Agony or Slice. There's just a lot of options for 4 energy to not do very much for you. That being said, you can absolutely take advantage of it if you're given the right cards. It's just inconsistent. But yeah, same thing here. Like, if we have a bunch of energy during a turn, but the enemy's not attacking and we drew a bunch of defense, then that extra energy just goes to waste. And you know, we have a Fusion Hammer. Like, we have an Apotheosis for Fusion Hammer. So it's not like that downside would be very punishing. It's just... we don't need the extra energy, so maybe we take an effect that does a bit more for us. Get rid of strikes. I think that's very reasonable to do. It makes our draw more consistent. That being said, maybe at some point in the future we would want 5 energy, and then I would regret not taking Fusion Hammer. You know, I was feeling a little bit low on energy on several turns in the last fight, and with the effects of our cards, an extra energy does power us up quite a bit. So maybe I just prioritize shops to remove cards instead of going to Empty Cage. We really only have 3 removes we want. Defense are all doing a very decent amount. I could maybe afford to remove 1. Alright, let's go Fusion Hammer. If I find another card that I want an upgrade for, I'm going to be sad, though. Maybe I'll get lucky with a Shrine or something, though. If that happens. Oh wow, look at this path. There's our Empty Cage. We just paid 175 gold for it. Okay. Third shop. Alright. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in just a second, so don't go anywhere. And we're back. Got our Burning Elite. Really like that. Into this, into this. And we have to take this. I am definitely tempted to take 2. Just increase our, oops, this is sort of the wrong way. Just increase our deck consistency. Get those card removes. Or we can buy, I guess, an uncommon relic. We don't have enough for a rare. Rares are very expensive. This is exactly the same as this, but this has more options. So, in the only scenario it matters, this is still better, so let's go here. And then we'll decide whether we want 2 fights or not. Or 2 shops or not, excuse me. 5 energy already Oh, this is why I want 5 energy. Duh. The turn I don't, any turn I don't need my energy, or I guess, yeah, any turn I don't need an energy, I can just dump it here. And that's very significant, actually. Let's see, this is 20 damage. I don't know when I'm going to be drawing my damage, so we do still need to go for Exploder first. Repulsor is pretty close second, in terms of bad cards. Repulsor is a block card. In terms of enemies, with the daces it shuffles 2 per turn into your draw pile. Like, it's pretty crazy. I don't think it matters too much what we do here. I guess I do Shield Charger just to make sure that we get block every turn. Right, that doesn't give me block this turn, so I just took 7 damage for nothing. Alright. Don't worry, I'll get out of this. Excuse me. Okay. I may try to go for Spiker next. That is a lot of block. Never mind, I can't go for Spiker next. I can re-enter defensive, though. Very nice. Yeah, I'm already feeling this extra energy being useful. Resilient Plate. Excuse me. Yeah. Reduce each your debuffs by 2. Kinda don't need that with orange pellets. And I don't think I want to just take a Brace 8 card. I may consider Shield Spikes for the combination of 12 block. 5 energy makes it a lot more takeable. I don't think I need it though, so I'm gonna skip. We're gonna look for better. The alternative here, I think, to taking the shop, the second shop, is maybe taking more question marks for the rare relic chance. The 2 events in Act 3 that give you rare relics. I think I could take on double, what do you call it? Double orb walkers. The deck takes a little bit of time to get started, but Body Crash could probably one-shot one of them, considering how much block we just got. We got like 70 something. Anyway, I'm gonna go right though. I think the double shop is a lot more consistent. And getting those extra fights will give us more gold for them anyway, so very nice. Oh, right. You can enter defensive for Body Crash. Oh, if I had played this... Oh, thank goodness. I just figured that out in time. Sheesh. Ooh. I can gain 1 more stasis slot. I think it's better than Blessing of the Forge. Skip these as well. Those are some good relics. Other than, well, I guess we could test the theory that Strike Dummy, whether Strike Dummy affects Strike for Strike once or twice. It's probably just once. Yeah, it's just cards containing... Well, the wording is still a bit ambiguous. Cards containing Strike deal 3 additional damage. But this contains it twice. Technically the wording means you only get it once, but who knows. Maybe it's some quirk of the code that lets you get it twice. Toolbox is very good. I'd say that's probably worth a card remove, but we might not even need to sacrifice a card remove for it. There's another Apotheosis Plus, that's funny. Anyway, a card remove and next shop card remove would be 175. This is 173. In total, 348. And we have one more floor in between, in which we would get at least 10 gold, so that we would have just enough, even though we're one short immediately. How's our brace numbers looking? Shield Charger, Revenge Protocol. Ooh, Revenge Protocol actually looks pretty good. Recover, roll attack, curl up. Two things that give us brace multiple turns, and then multiple other cards that give us brace as well. I may just spend my gold on those 2 relics over a card remove. I don't know. You know, Baylor's Lordly Plate, giving you 1 more brace per whenever you brace, makes you get into defensive more consistently. However, removing a card makes your deck overall more consistent. So if I have to choose between the two, maybe it's better to just go for the double card remove. There's also a chance that this just isn't relevant, but this is always relevant. So as much as I would like to buy this, I think I'm going to just go with Toolbox card remove. As for these cards, floating orbs, we have Trip and that's it. Although we do have stasis stuff. I'm just looking at it because it's another power for orange pellets. I think if we had more powers, I would think about this a lot more, since it's 4 temporary strength and dexterity right off the bat. More powers would mean more consistent orange pellets, but I don't think that's going to happen. Speaking of orange pellets, removing cards makes it harder to proc orange pellets. I don't think we're low enough on attacks for that to matter, though. Like, if we remove 2 strikes, we still have 8 and attack of 24, which is a third. So in order for us not to do that, let's see. We can do the math real quick. On any given turn, 24 times 15. Do this 5 times. Times 12 out of 20. That's 5 cards, and I'm going to multiply it by 100 because this thing always only shows 1 decimal point. 10% chance of whiffing on any given turn with 8 attack cards. And you also have to have the power in hand, which I guess makes it less likely. So yeah, 10% chance to take those odds. I'm going to go with the Toolbox. I think this is also better than any potential relic we could get, or most potential relics. Toolbox can give us all sorts of effects, mostly draw and other utility. If we got it early enough in the game, it could even pay for itself. Hey, another Trip. Ooh, a Panacea. Ooh, we're getting debuffed, so... Actually, does that even matter? We have pellets. Let's take the Trip. Okay, well, we drew one of our powers this turn, so maybe not the best. Double Trip, though, is fine. We're in defensive mode already, wow. I do want to block here as much as possible. And thankfully we can full block. I think Panacea would have blocked the weaken. Often enemies that weaken apply that first. The notable exception is the Heart, which applies the vulnerable first. Temporal Shield would not put us back into defensive, so let's not waste Shield Charger. Excuse me. We could perhaps enter defensive mode here. Yeah, there's an Orb Block. Sorry, a Recover. We should probably just play Orb Block since we got both Recovers in hand. Oh, Oh, that was a power, so I want to play a skill and attack. I could play this and then recover to keep 4 dexterity? Next turn sucks. Yeah, I'll keep the 4 dexterity. What do I want to keep here? For 2 turns from now. I guess the trip so that our next hand has a better chance of being good. Because they're buffing, and now we have to fuck this turn. Why did I gain so much brace all at once? It's supposed to be only 4 brace a turn. We were 6 away. Oh, it's because I played the recover. Oh, I could have played double recover, and that would have put me in defensive. I don't know what I'm thinking here. We're not vulnerable, so this actually makes us lose 1 HP. Alright. Well, -10. That's just how it is sometimes. It's always doing the big attack. Okay. Ruby. You can take a 3rd charge up. I think we've reached critical mass with that. Also, I'm gonna fill that hole that was there. Charge core for extra draw per turn. For a couple turns, I don't think so. You still have to spend 1 draw getting it. Bottle Tornado I don't think would have been amazing. We could maybe have put Orb Walk in and then use Recover on it. Bottled Anomaly. Bottled Anomaly would have been pretty good. I'm tempted to look through my cards and see what exactly would have put in there, but I don't want to waste time. Spheric Shield's too expensive, which is a bit sad, but, you know, double card remove is also pretty good. I don't see anything else in here I want anyway, so goodbye Strike. I think that was pretty good. Max HP Repto, huh? I think I'm going to take a Finesse, draw a card. Now I do want to kill one of these fuckers. Gain stasis slots until you have 3, huh? How much damage do I have in my hand? 27. It's enough to kill this. I could have done double Twin Slam first. I guess I was just ready to do that, though. I cannot proc this twice. I only have 4 skills in hand. But I can proc it once. And that means I can actually kill this with the same damage, right? Yeah, this is 27, so 32 there. This would be 3 energy, so I'd have to play 2 skills, which means I can't do Shield Charger. It also means I can't do Revenge Protocol. Okay. I've already played a skill, so I want to do this first. Then play Revenge. So we keep the Dexterity. Now I do this, and if I had done Twin Slam first, I would have had enough block to play Gear Up, but I guess this is fine. Do I want to do Quantum Elixir? Kinda, yeah. I also have Temporal Potion, and I want to make sure I get out of this fight, so... Ooh, Sentry Blast, interesting. That will come out immediately, which means I have room in case I draw a reroute. And I can also put Sentry Wave into stasis and accelerate it out with Temporal Potion next turn. Shield Charger is exactly what I wanted to see. Time Bomb. How about Charge Up? Can't get Time Bomb out in time. Not even... Well, actually I could, because we had 1 turn. Oh well. Alright. That's free. This is 30 damage on strike for strike. She's still not attacking. So this is pretty much a free turn. I don't have to use Temporal Potion, which is great. Great news. Do I want to put Sentry Blast into stasis or something else? If we put anything else in, we can use Temporal Potion. We can also just enter defensive this turn and we should be fine. Between defensive mode, Captain's Wheel, and all that. I guess I could still weaken just in case. Yeah, the weaken should be fine. We don't need to use Temporal Potion here, so... Oh, Thorns. Okay, so... Oh, I have Strength now, because of Revenge Protocol. Alright, summon your daggers. Do your worst. I have 85 block, and I'm about to get more, so... I have 6 energy in hand. $199 damage. Not enough to kill, but we have way more than enough block to tank all of these hits right now. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to kill her next turn. That's the dream with Body Slam right there, or Body Crush. That's exactly what you want to see. Oh, it even killed them all instantly. Bottled Flame. Ooh. No. Roll attack? For 12 brace? Meaning that we can go into defensive anytime we want? That's not bad, actually. Let's see what the cards have here. Another Shield Charger Plus. I would say yes to that, actually. Spiker Protocol was also there, I guess. I am going to take this. Usually you skip Bottled Flame, but we have a use for it here. And I think having the option is good enough. I will take Panacea here. I don't want to have to wait to... Oh, we even drew a power turn one? Okay. Oh, shoot. Can I redo? I could have cleared all of these. Or, I guess 3 plays with Revenge Protocol and Curl Up. I guess we just don't play the Twin Slams. We have 5 energy worth of cards in hand. So, no big deal. If we don't play 2 cards. Yeah. We're getting debuffed again, though. Go figure. Brace are we away? We're 4 away, but we have Revenge Protocol, so we're good. Okay. That doesn't seem great. 18 versus 37, we take 9. No, wait. We take 11. This saves 11? That's probably worth. Oh, I can even do this. And then we accelerate something out twice here as well. Yeah, okay. There. Spiker Protocol. Do we now take another power just for pellets? How much time do we have left? We still have time to find literally any power, so... Right, we have Fusion Hammer. I guess I could have taken the question mark instead. So now I'm at 81 HP. We're not going to have enough for this shop, so I guess I could go left. Like this. Alright, good relic? Pen nib, that's an okay one. Body slam. Pen nib. Might be even overkill. 7 times 3. Alright. Interesting. I think we can pretty freely do that. We can enter defensive here. Let's do this. It's only worth 6. Okay. Charge up does nothing. Recover will do something, though. Is it curl up? I think we drew most of our brace this turn. Roll attack was here. We would have to use shield charger to get back into defensive. I guess revenge protocol could too. Let's go with this. It's more immediate. Okay. Did not get attacked this turn. No room for shield charger. Maybe I could have seen that coming. Those got discarded, yeah. Alright, give me the shield. That's not temporal shield. It's sad. Charge up doesn't matter again. Just do our damage. Let's block this turn, hopefully. Yeah. Looks like we're good. What could I bring back? Trip? Trip seems pretty good. Oh, even a pendant now? Oh, come on. What is that? 3 out of the 5 burns? Alright. Wow. Okay, guess we are resting again. Just kidding, 49's still definitely enough for a while. Come on. Nemesis is so annoying. $50? Just get me out of here. The boot. You're late. As usual. Evasive protocol. That's interesting. Giving us more dexterity while in defensive mode. We have plenty of block cards. You know what? I'm going to take that purely off of it being another orange pellets thing. Also, I did say we have enough to just go here. We don't have enough for... Actually, we do have enough for one more card remove, but I might as well just save it for Act 4. We're not going to get enough for the 4th one. Hand of Greed. I stand corrected. This hand sucks. Or this roll sucks. We do have a roll attack, though. So that's 36 out of... I would want to kill one of these edge ones. 54, I would need another 18 in 1 energy. Or I would need a trip. Yeah, I don't think the odds are high enough that we get the Hand of Greed off, so I'm going with the block. Yeah, this hand doesn't quite make it. But we can enter defensive, so... It's a lot of damage, though. It's 46. Just give me that back again. So 17, huh? Well, we recalled earlier, so we can just heal at the last fire. do we want to bring back? I guess just good instincts again. Looks like we're going for number 2 and 3. 51 now. Sheesh. Okay. So this is 42. Okay, I got it. I have thorns. Goodbye. $86. Spiked energy drink. Interesting. Do we just take the ruby at this point? Only got a couple floors left. Might as well socket something. I don't really want to lose ruby in my deck though, so not until we're like past here. Ooh, another chest. Horn plate. We're 2/3 of a boat. Where's the anchor, Captain? We're gonna get that in Act 4. We always go into defensive on turn 1. So we're 3 block away. I don't think the odds are very high that we miss. Let's take Jack of all trades. Yeah, we got a block card. Alright, Jack of all trades. Dramatic entrance. Interesting. In fact, we can just kill this one right now. This is 2 energy to do so. How about we kill the one that's giving us dazes? 24 and 12 is exactly 36. Oh. I could have killed both had I kept an eye on the pen nib, but oh well. Oh, I still get to do it? Question mark? I don't think trip was the right answer there, actually. Because I would only want to use it on this. $17. That means letter opener. Skip these again. What? Huh? 2 chests in a row. That's really low odds. Wow. Body Crash got the upgrade. Cool. And of course, our 1 remaining strike got the other upgrade. Not our roll attack or our other strike for strikes. After removing 2 strikes, it still happened. Alright, we gotta rest. Very nice. On to the hardest part of the game. Secret Weapon, Enlightenment, Magnetism. Well, Secret Weapon is just like bottling roll attack, so I don't think we really want to take anything here. Enlightenment? I don't think we care. I'm going to do Magnetism. Alright. What would we strip Artifact on? I guess the Twin Slams would help. We're only likely to get one of them. Next turn, so maybe we do maybe we do Deca first. Oh, you know what we should do, though? We should enter defensive mode with Evasive Protocol in play. Gets us 10 plus 11. 21? It's not enough. You know what? I think this is a spiked energy drink, actually. That lets us play both of these and another card. We got the worst rolls, but it's okay. I think. If I want a full block, I can't play Magnetism, but I think the Magnetism is slightly more valuable than 3 block. Right, I also have Red Candle, so we stripped Artifact there. I forgot. Okay, good enough. Yeah, we now have block for turn 2 and 3 of every fight, which is awesome. Secret Technique. Well, we know what Secret Technique we want. We haven't played a power yet, so we want to do that last. I think Soulburn applies first? Yes. So... I can't play Body Crash this turn, unfortunately. But I can do this. Do I want to do Trip again? I think we want to do Twin Slam again. Let's keep scaling up our dexterity. Actually, we just drew all our powers already, so we're gonna have to wait. This is still good, though. Unblocked attack damage? Yeah. Panacea, huh? Well, this does give me temporary strength next turn, so... You can pick or walk back. Ooh, Pen Nip. So our biggest damage is strike for strike, huh? Dramatic Entrance is really good, though. Let's do Dramatic Entrance. We'll put a shield charger in as well. And strike does more than the second slam. We don't need the second slam right now, so... Wow, we got a lot of damage. Alright, 36. That's fine, though. Oh, we can even keep our dexterity again. I don't need block this turn. This represents 5 damage because of Letter Opener. This represents 40 because it's the bomb. Imagine actually being able to play the bomb. This post was sponsored by Infusion Hammer. Oh yeah, the Magnetism can also create powers for us sometimes. So maybe we get to cleanse some more debuffs soon. How much damage does this do? 46? Do we have like a construction foreman play or something? This is so much damage. 31, this is 65. Okay, so the only way to not waste as much damage is to do this. Ooh. Do I care about recover here? Yeah. Let's get back our strike for strike. Just do as much damage as possible. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this deck has really come online. Oh good, it's not Awaken 1. I am definitely kind of scared of Awaken 1. I'm gonna just take this Swift Strike here. Great timing for Twin Slam. Unfortunately, it does look like we're gonna be taking 2 damage here. Also on the fence whether I should play this or not. I get the feeling we're going to be playing 4 cards most turns, and I don't really want to limit myself just to do 7, I guess 9 damage. So yeah. We're gonna leave that be. By the time we get some stuff into stasis that isn't shield chargers, we're gonna probably be playing 6 cards a turn. 1. I don't need to play... Oh wait, did I... No, I didn't play a power this turn. I could keep Twin Slam for later, that seems fine. And then I'll do that, and then we play 5 cards next turn? There's a chance we don't with Orb Walk, Body Crash, Shield Charger. Yeah, let's play it safe. 4 cards. It's pretty much guaranteed. Okay. Wow. This sucks. We only get 3 cards this turn. Because we drew all of our 2 costs at once. Okay, I guess this is a Power Potion? Ooh. Ancient Construct, huh? Considering we just drew 2 of our powers, maybe this is a good way to keep our debuffs as buffs. There's also Spiker Protocol, which keeps us in defensive mode for longer. I don't think we need Orb Walk, even though the strength is nice. Ancient Construct represents strength with charge up anyway. At least we do have some block in hand. Body Crash and Recover represent full block this turn, so... from there, I can choose to play Revenge Protocol or Shield Charger. Both of which already give me Brace per turn. How's my draw looking? It's a lot of block cards. I also have Twin Slam coming up. Alright, let's do the greedy play then. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna put, I guess, another Twin Slam. No, let's put this other Shield Charger in. Maybe. That's so much block. We're gonna be facing 10 times 3 attacks though. We should still be fine. Yeah, let's just put our damage in. Our trip is coming up? Okay. I'm glad I had that Power Potion. Also, very notably, this is a debuff turn. So next turn, we're going to be entering defensive at least. Maybe we can even play Evasive Protocol and Strike for Strike to cleanse debuff next turn. I have 5 energy, so I'm playing everything here. Let's just start with this, I guess. 6? Actually, yeah, we get this out next turn, and we always get 5 cards, so I am going to play everything. What do I want? Orb Walk time? Okay. It's walk-in time. Our artifact instantly cleanses the temporary strength debuff from charge up. Right, we don't draw as much this turn because we still had a draw down debuff. So we only get 5 cards at max. Maybe it should have been Shield Charger since we didn't draw Basic Protocol. Okay. Mistakes have been made. Fine though, we'll just play 3 cards next turn. Ow. Now we're gonna have to deal with a with way too much damage. I guess strike for strike saves us HP here. Do I want to play Orb Walk or Defensive or Evasive Protocol? I guess we do this first. Defense first, I'm gonna say. Okay. We're not debuffed to lose our draw, so we are going to draw 5 cards. Should I play... Oh, I can't even play 6 cards this turn. Never mind. I can use this turn to cleanse some stuff, though, I guess. The slimed, particularly. Speaking of cleansing... You got nothing. Cool. Can we kill in 3 attacks, do you think? Probably not. But we can get the timer to go over again. Get rid of a slimed. I guess I'll play this with Strike. Alright, now we're going to be super safe for everything that's about to happen. We're going to go 4 cards a turn again. Body Slam, please. Oh, the nice thing is that those actually stack, so I get to keep all 6 strength. I have 21 strength. I have 18 strength. I can enter defensive mode again as well. One, 2. Oh, that was Pen Nib. Rip. We should be able to get the kill next turn. Especially with 18 strength. Very nice. 2051. We only have one option at the Spire. 17 HP though was pretty good. And now, our final shop, with the 3rd Apotheosis Plus of the game. Panacea Plus would be nice if I didn't already have Pellets. Onyx can't even be socketed. Time Capacitor, I think it's time for a Time Capacitor. Although another card remove could also be good. Card remove... We wouldn't be able to afford a potion, though. If I take Time Capacitor, I can buy an uncommon potion. Actually, they're all uncommon. I'm thinking Dupe Potion or Regen Potion here. What are some good targets for Dupe Potion? Unfortunately, it doesn't work on Shield Charger. Body Crush, I think, would be our good pick for that. But that's it. Yeah, that would be it. So I guess it's Regen. Just give me another 15 HP. I don't think a card remove represents 15 HP. So I am going to do this and this. I think since I took that second shield charger, our stasis has been a little bit cramped. So having this, the time capacitor should help. Violence? I mean... It does make it easier to draw defense next turn, which is when we will really need it. Also, we're not stripping Artifact right now for blind, unless we use violence, so... Alright, give me my attacks. There we go. We do want to enter defensive mode for next turn. We will have the Horn Cleat to help us out a bit. So let's start this off. What does the most here? Is it charge up defend? Or is it Twin Slam charge up? Twin Slam strips the artifact with red candle and then applies the strength down, so it'd be 4 times 2, so we save 4 block there. And we get 2 more block for from dexterity on charge up, so that's 6. That is more than a defend, so I will be playing Twin Slam. Unfortunately, Second Slam does not have the same properties, since we need 1 energy to play a block card. However, we do 5 damage to all of them, because we played enough skills. So that's cool. By the way, that bottle paying off right there. We had no other brace in hand. Oh, sheesh. This is why we have the regen pot, I guess. Yeah, I am just gonna play those. So we take 21 here. I'm just gonna use this in the heart. Unless we're, like, in a lot of danger right now. I can turn around, that's good. I do need to block, like, right now, though. 51 already? Wow. We're not in a lot of danger. I will turn around for this. Rather than put the other shield charger in. I don't think I need to lose HP there. Yeah, this is 40. This is 40 damage. We're almost there. Curl up. We have 4 brace per turn. This is 12. This is 6, so that's 22 out of 27. This is 26 out of 27, so curl up will not get us close enough. So I can do defend, recover, body crash. And turning around also gets me more block anyway. What do I want in 2 turns? Actually, I know what I want. I want this right now. Oh wait, 24 and 16, that's the same. It's the same either way. Okay. Alright, I guess we're taking a little bit more. I love how we keep losing focus instead of our strength. Okay. These burns, though. We have 5 dexterity right now, which means this blocks for 26. Crazy. There we go, our 3rd stasis slot coming into play already. I do need to kill these guys, though. They're powering up. I'm not... And I'm kind of scared, honestly. Pendib is here. Glad I looked. Very good. Now we don't have to worry about that multi-attack anymore. Now we just have the large attack that comes next turn, apparently. Ooh, these represent 5 apiece. Okay. This is still more, though. Right? 11, 13. It's even? Interesting. Actually, it multiplies them, doesn't it? $42 damage? Eh. 67 damage. Hey look, strawberry. 96 max HP. Man, we were 2/3 of a boat and 2/3 of a fruit salad. Hi, Gigabeam. That's funny. Too late for a gem. I still think skipping that strength gem earlier was fine because we were relying a lot on 5 energy and I didn't want a dead draw in that one fight. Yeah, we're just gonna let this go. Alright, here we go. Push and chugging time. Dark Shackles, huh? Well, it only happens this turn unless I also draw a recover. I think... Well, Hand of Greed is completely unnecessary now. Flash of Steel always draws a card, so it's kind of fine. In fact, it draws me an extra card this turn. Dark Shackles has to come on the right turn in order for it to be useful, or we need to use Recover on the right turn. Extra card turn 1, I think, is slightly better. Because we also have double Twin Slam. Ooh, interesting. I think my highest priority is getting through our cards first, so I am going to just take the damage here. It does brace for us. Interesting, we drew a power. We have no debuffs to cleanse. That's unfortunate that we drew this. But we do have another power. I forgot the time capacitor also functions for orange pellets, so we do still have 3 chances left. We take 2 from this. We take 12 from this. Do I want to enter defensive? I'm not sure. Entering defensive means we can play a block card for a significant amount of block this turn because of Evasive Protocol's passive. I could do Evasive Protocol Gear Up both of the block cards. Since Gear Up is now upgraded, it braces for 15. I think that's a pretty good idea. As much as I want to play these cards, I think this is better. There, now we have 57 block for next turn. It is not the big attack, but we do have Body Crash now. Okay, and we also have Captain's Wheel for turn 3, so it's not like we wasted our defensive mode or anything. I do think we actually want to take the damage here, though. I'm gonna save Trip for next turn. So we have 72 right now. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna just take this damage. It's gonna be worth a lot of brace. Ooh, I think that puts us even. That said 4 turns of defensive mode right there. Also, I'm gonna use this now. For the next cycle? Actually, I can keep waiting, can't I? Okay. I want to play this, but I need the dexterity more. So. I have 6 energy in hand, and I want to play the defend for next turn, I think. Yeah. And the turn after, honestly. We can strip Artifact very easily, so I can afford to wait to use this. Oh shit, I did the thing again. Okay. Am I gonna lose this again? Thankfully we have a lot of stuff, but I don't think it's enough. So I did the thing you're not supposed to do, and give the Heart negative strength on their buff turn. And now I'm dead. I want to see if this can beat the Heart. So I'm going to save and quit, play this through again. But, you know, right before I win, I'm going to die, so that it still counts as the loss that I had here. You never have to worry about that in downfall mode. I don't think. Maybe it does work on the OW. let's do this again. Play this the same way. Flash of Steel. I think I did that one first. We drank this potion. We played Defend, Body Crash, Slime, Strike for Strike. Got all that block for nothing. Maybe that was wrong to do on turn 1 then. So as much as I want to gain dexterity here, I can't. I also don't want to cleanse debuffs because we have no debuffs to cleanse, so I'm just going to leave this in the draw. We are going to have enough block for the next few turns, so I'm going to keep waiting on this weak potion. 4 times 15, okay. Yeah, that's the reasonable number. Now we put Recover, Orb Walking. Alright, we have enough block for this turn as well. Recovering a Twin Slam will allow it to come out in the same turn Orb Walk does. And we can save the Shield Charger, so... There we go. We re-enter defensive as well. Which is good, because if we redraw Body Slam, we're going to need it. All the block. I just did the thing again, didn't I? Or does it... Wait a minute. Oh, it only matters if the heart drops below 0 strength, that's right. Or is it only that one turn? The heart was shackled. I don't know. Don't have Body Slam. That's unfortunate. We haven't played a skill this turn, so I can do this first. So now we have 8 dexterity. That's cool. Oh, we have more than enough. Awesome. Okay, we just got the heart below half. This is gonna happen anyway, so... What do we put back? Twin Slam? Nah. We need damage as much as possible. We can get these out of our draw. Let's get the trip out of our draw. 181 damage. Okay, never mind about it being at half. It's at a quarter. Eight times 15 again. But we have the damage this time, so... 42... 46, 51. Yeah. So we would have had the kill here. We have enough energy for both. And even if we only had the energy for roll attack, the Thorns would have killed. But instead, we lost. I'm gonna have to make myself a reminder. 2116. It was a good run. Another death at the final boss because playing optimally is hard. But this deck came together very interestingly. I liked it. Despite the multiple unlucky things and my mistakes. My mistakes weren't actually that big of a deal most of the time. It was just the heart with Amethyst, the turn against Slime Boss, and something else. So, Slime Boss, I needed to think harder about the outcomes there, because I forgot that if you split the aggressive slime, the acid slime, both the remaining things may also be aggressive. So I think it may have been better to go into defensive mode with that damage. But yeah, there were some unlucky things like Gremlin Knob. The draw order there was unlucky. Swarm of Slimes we also got unlucky. There was Centurion and Mystic where we got unlucky as well. But we still made it. It was just a matter of playing the wrong card at the wrong time. It's sad. It makes me very sad, especially because it affects my win rate. I would like to keep that number higher, and it's why I play with Save and Quit, because dumb mistakes can be fixed very easily. And I personally feel a lot like I'm having a lot more fun whenever I play to solve the puzzle rather than just for pure skill on my first try. But this is a YouTube series. We got to play things a bit different. Yeah, new Wanderbots. That was interesting. Worked out pretty well. I could definitely feel the effects of it. I wonder if it's been too buffed. One stasis slot definitely felt punishing. 2 stasis slots, well, at least with this deck, didn't feel too bad. Maybe it's just because I didn't take as much stasis as usual. I had 2 recovers, 2 shield chargers, and curl up. That's it. It is hard. I guess the reasoning being that less stasis slots only matter once you have enough stasis, but before then it has no effect. So removing a stasis slot is either a hit or miss as a downside, and whenever it has 1, it's more likely to hit and is more punishing. So I don't know. Maybe this needs a rework. Maybe this needs some other effect. As for everything else, pellets. I think this is the first time in the series that we've used pellets, if I'm not mistaken. And it was, actually good. We kept a ton of strength and dexterity, while only having the twin slams with dex and, what were they? Charge-ups for strength. The Donu Deca fight was an absurd amount of both stats. And Time Eater, we got to have some fun with, Ancient Construct. Fusion Hammer with Apotheosis Plus worked very well. We got plenty of block from our relics, including Toxic Egg. So yeah, overall a fun run. I don't think I've had a run that felt like this before. So always finding new, always having new experiences with this game. Okay. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in future episodes. If you do, I'll see you later. So thanks for watching.